Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and early 5 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, today I've been debating about talking about this. It's something that happened to me about 2 or 3 days ago. It's been on my mind. It didn't make me angry. It's something that happened to me. It's a very short conversation. A few things that were said, and it's been on my mind. Not in a way that made me angry, but it just made me think. Made me a little confused. Curious, I don't know, and I've been debating about talking about it. All right, let me just tell you what happened here. About a week ago, I detailed my car, and I got Armor All on my windshield. Now, those of you that use Armor All, you know it makes a mess when it gets on the windshield. And I cleaned it up a little bit, and I'm driving around a few days later, and it's just a big smudged mess, and it's on all the windows because I must have transferred it with the rag or whatever, and it's it's just a foggy, smudged mess. The rest of my car is sparkling, but my windows are a smudged mess. I get to a point where I just have to do something about this, and I decide to go to a local box store and just buy Windex and paper towels and do something about it immediately, and that's what I do. So I go in, I get the stuff, the things, I come out, and right in the parking lot, now, next to me was a carriage corral, a car on this side, and then the car on the other side of the carriage corral, all right? So I'm cleaning the windshield, and a guy, probably around my age, a Caucasian guy, about my age, comes pushing the carriage over, not next to me, but on the other side of the carriage corral. And so I'm not like blocking him or anything, because I thought about that. All right, and I got both my doors open, but nobody's at the other car, so I'm not bothering anybody. And I think I'm a little self-conscious because what am I doing cleaning my car in the parking lot? So as I'm cleaning, this guy's putting stuff into his car, and I saw him glance over. And I'm in a good mood. And I'm feeling conversational, so I say, I just comment as he looks over. I said, I got something on my windshield that's driving me crazy. I just got to get it off. Just start a conversation. Guy stops and looks at me, and he goes, well, you probably, I'm going to use another term here, you probably peed somebody off and they peed on your window. Or they peed on your windshield. And he didn't use the word, the term pee apostrophe D. He used the cursing term. And then kind of laughed and went about back to his business. And I just was like, yeah, I just keep going about my business. But as I'm finishing up cleaning, it's like, why would he say that? That's a weird thing to say. Implying that why would I have made somebody angry? How could I? That's just a weird thing to say, and it's starting to make me angry. Okay, so he's pulling off, and I'll be honest with you guys, I wasn't going to tell you guys this part, but by that point it was about 30 seconds later, and I want to call him a effing blank, and he drives away. But this is that, and that's it. That's it. But it's been on my mind. I'm wondering the mindset of somebody that would say something like that. I kind of feel sorry for this guy on one level. I don't know if it has something to do with politics. I don't know if I stood out, because that's the vibe I got. Maybe I'm feeling self-conscious or something. I don't know. How could I have possibly ticked somebody off, and why would he say that? Or maybe he's just transferring something that happened in his life. Maybe he's ticked off a lot of people and he's scared that somebody's going to do something to his car. I don't know, but it made me wonder more than anything why somebody would say that. The first thing that came to my mind, seeing as I don't want to stereotype anything, but most of the guys that look like me that are my age are Trump supporters. And I'm not quite sure, but I don't think I appear like a Trump supporter. Maybe I give off a liberal vibe or something. I don't know. But it seemed like a weird thing to say. So I've been thinking about it the last couple of days. And part of me thought, well, this is just too boring a thing. It's too minor a thing to talk about on here. But the more I thought about it, though, I thought about this person's mindset and the negative mindset, even if it wasn't politically related. You know, and part of me almost feels sorry for this guy, somebody that goes around in that state of mind. Let me just go over it briefly again. You know, he didn't know it was Armor All that was on my windshield or anything, but I'm cleaning my car, so he just automatically assumes that somebody's mad at me and has tried to damage my car. You know, and that right there reminds me of what I would think of as a Trumper mindset, that it's got to be somebody else's fault. Something bad happened to me, it's got to be somebody else's fault. But to go around in that negative state of mind all the time, that's, you know, just taking me and the windshield out of the equation. I'm thinking about what the rest of that guy's day must be like. Like I said, you know, for the life of me, I didn't see that guy before that, you know, before I parked in that, you know, before that moment. So I don't think there's any possible way that I could have ticked him off in any way other than just being me. But I just think about that negative mindset. And once again, it reminded me of the way a certain group of people, political group, just seems to find solace, find comfort in blaming other people for everything. The virus, jobs, housing. Well, now that I'm on that subject, let me go right into that. Tucker Carlson. As of late, Tucker Carlson's been bringing up Afghan refugees coming here. Now that's surprising, because you would think most people that are patriotic would want us to do the right thing and help out the people that helped our soldiers. So I was surprised that he even started this. But now he's gone into the realm of just ridiculousness by blaming the housing shortage crisis, which I'm very familiar with, on Afghan refugees coming here. Now, this has been going on for over 20 years. I've read into this because it affected me, and maybe I'll do another video on that. This has been building up for 20 years. This housing shortage. So it's just in the realm of ridiculousness that Tucker Carlson would start to blame refugees or Afghans coming here too on the lack of homes for in America. And it just reminds me of this guy. Once again, it seems that this particular group of people almost finds comfort in being angry and having somebody to blame for everything. Like that somehow solves the problem for them. It somehow makes them feel like the problem is solved if they could just be angry and blame somebody for anything in their life. And that's what this reminded me of. You know, seriously, guys, I mean, I don't think of myself as insecure or anything, but I'm confused by this. I didn't know if it could be my hairstyle. I was wearing a lot of black. Did he think I was one of the that group, the one that begins with A, that ends with FA? Did he think I was one of those people? Or, you know, was it just transferred? Something going on in his life? Could have been anything, but it was just a weird thing to say, and part of me it made me angry at first, because it suggested that I did something to somebody, which, and then I know how this all happened in the first place. It was me spraying Armor All on my windshield, which just makes his comment ridiculous. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I feel sorry for people that have to go around so suspicious and angry at everybody else. The whole world is has it in for them, and it's everybody else's fault. And you know they do no wrong, and it's just everybody else's fault. Let me know what you guys think. All right, have a good Tuesday.